Everyone. My name is Ken Lewicki of channelinginc.com, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So great to see you. If you're tuning in today, just leave a comment or say hello below. I'd appreciate it. And what I'd like to talk about today is I'd like to talk about the topic of channeling your ancestors. Should I channel them? Should I not? If so, why? Why not? And it's a really great question because oftentimes you'll have people like they'll start out, I don't know, sound healing or any kind of thing, and they'll be like, "Oh, I just call in all the angels and our ancestors and our this and our that and all these things." It's like, okay, in theory that sounds good. There's only one problem with that, is that sometimes you might be thinking you're calling in something, and something maybe potentially not of the light might slip in. So just because you have the intention that this is who you're calling in, that doesn't necessarily that's who's going to come in. And so another way that I teach, that's a very powerful way, is making sure you always know who you're channeling. No questions asked. Like you have to always, always know who's around you, who's in your highest and greatest good, and all that kind of stuff. But the other question is also, why my ancestors? Why should I channel my ancestors? Like, is it necessary? And here's just my opinion. So, in the astral realm, there's 5 different kinds of souls that you can channel. There's random souls, there's ascended master souls, there's loved ones, there's your soul family members, and then there's your spirit guides. Now, for example, you might have, let's use another example and I'll kind of bring it all together here, is you might have, let's say, if there's a family of 4, okay, and you're incarnated into this family of 4, you might have members of your soul family. There might be members of your soul family in this earth family, and you can have a whole bunch of scenarios. So one scenario might be that you incarnated into this family and you have, let's say, all 3 of them could be members of your soul family, or none of them might be members of your soul family, or maybe 1 or 2 of them might be. Okay? So the same kind of similar concept happens with your ancestors. So when you're channeling your ancestors, who are you really channeling? And is it really in your highest and greatest good to be channeling them at all? Because again, same concept is you could be channeling your ancestors, and your ancestors could be any one of these different kinds of souls. They could be random souls, they could be loved ones, they could be ascended masters, they could be soul family members, or they could be your spirit guides, or none of the above. But how do you know? So when you're just randomly calling in, oh, all the, this and that, and these souls and that souls, and your, spirit guides and your ancestors and all that, sounds good to go ahead and just call in anybody. But in theory, you might be actually calling in something that is not of the light, something that's not good or healthy for you to call in. They could sneak in, and then they come in, and then they're like, oh, and you don't realize it because so instead, what you want to do as a channeler is you want to be like super hyper aware of who you're working with. Any of you who've attended my online ascension group healing, which I do once a month, is you'll see the way that I work. And I do this purposely. I share this information. I don't need to, but I do it on purpose because the people that are attending, I want to teach them how I work so that when they eventually get to this level where they want to, if they want to ever become healers or anything like that, that they know how to use channeling and know who to channel while you're doing the healing modalities, or just for an everyday of your life, like anytime. So what I do is when I'm doing this, and I'm like, okay, there's 2 angels, there's an ascended master, and there's a dragon, and we're going to start the healing. Then we do the healing on that certain aspect or component of them, and then I go, okay, now we have to channel another, or do another healing, totally different healing on a different aspect. Okay, who's going to help with this one? Oh, it's this archangel and these 2 ascended masters and their spirit guides. And this is some of them are going to work through me. Some of them are going to work directly on them, but I know who's doing what and where and how. And I'm not just randomly calling in any kind of spirits or souls or beings or all that, because who knows who's going to come, right? Who's going to come? I don't know. Just, oh, as long as you're good and of the light and of the, okay, that sounds nice in theory. But again, some of these things that are not of the light could be sneaky. But when you know how to channel, then you can only work with those in the light. And that's what I want all of you to be. Any of you listening, please work only with those in the light, hence the term light workers. That's what I want for all of you. Be light workers, operate only in the light. If you want to learn these channeling methods at very advanced levels, this is just a small snippet of the very comprehensive channeling curriculum that I teach. Please go to my website at channelinginc.com. I have all sorts of online courses you can attend. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask, just go ahead and do so. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Talk to you all. Love you. Love and light. And spirituality is meant to be fun. So have fun with it. Keep it light. Keep it fun. Keep it playful. And we'll talk to you soon.